Hi, my name is Steven. This is my first YouTube video, and what it's about is hatching and raising chickens. So, I had a lot of questions about how to do it from several different sources, so I thought I'd make a video and show how it's done. Okay, let's go ahead and let's jump in. So, what I have here is my box of chickens that just shipped in. I already had these, but I already sorted those ones out. Because I'm not allowed to have a rooster in the area, I have to order in eggs whenever I want them. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly trying to find the chickens. You want to be gentle with everything, not dump it out. And this one is actually very well packaged. Look at that. It's in an egg carton. Can't beat that packaging. So just like eggs at the grocery stores, we don't just buy the carton and go. You want to open it up and we want to have a look. These are white eggs, so I can automatically tell you that these are the white leghorns that I ordered. See, this seller did an extraordinarily good job at packaging everything. I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to put the phone down for a second so I can use two hands. Get one of these eggs out. I don't want to break them on my first day. Okay. So my lap like this. Okay. Alright, so I got one egg out here. And the first thing that you should look for is cracks. Make sure there aren't any cracks in it. Aren't any deficiencies, anything like that. It's very important to check for. And it does happen when they're mailed. And a good prime example is that, as I also ordered eggs from a chicken called an olive egger. Let me get one over here. Okay, so this is an olive egger egg, and that's how I got it. Luckily for me, the seller sent more eggs than she promised. She promised 12 and she sent me 18. And so that means that since this egg is cracked, that I'm still going to get all the eggs that I wanted because she sent me more. Most sellers typically send more eggs. Some of them send exactly, but most of them send a few more. The reason being for that is it's cheaper just to send a couple more eggs and in case they crack, than what it is to reship eggs that did get cracked during transport. So it's usually beneficial because they try to wrap them so they don't crack, and if they do, they provide you with extra. And if you're lucky, you get extra. You get to keep them. So that is for the most part. Now I'm not going to take the time and mark all of these because it's going to be kind of hard to do holding the camera. So I'm going to set those down for now. I'm going to continue checking the box. See, one extra, and I only ordered 12. 2 extras. Always, always, always check the box thoroughly, because you know chances are they do send a few extras. Okay, no more in there. Alright, so the next thing I do after I get the egg is I mark them. You usually use a pencil for this. And the reason why I mark them is so I know which ones they are. There are a lot of eggs that are brown and white. In this case, these ones are blue and green. So it's really easy for me to know which ones they are. It's obviously the olive egger because they're the only ones that I have that lay blue and green eggs. So I mark them like this. Don't use something that can leak through like a permanent marker. You want to use something like a pencil or a pen. Don't use a permanent marker because during the process of the embryo growth, they actually do eat or not eat, but absorb some of the inside of the shell for calcium for their bones. So the last thing you want for them to do is absorb ink as well. Okay, so that pretty much does it for initial inspection. After that, what you want to do is you want to let them sit for one day The reason why you want to do that is so they can adjust better to the room temperature. Right now, here in Utah, it's about 25 degrees outside. So they went from 25 to a 68 environment. If I were to toss them into an incubator, which is about 99 to 100 degrees, they would probably die. And the reason being is that sudden influx in temperature. You don't want that. Now, I do have eggs already in the incubator, and I'm going to go ahead and show those in this video as well. So there they are. These are brown. They're for Rhode Island Reds. Rhode Island Reds, just so you know. And my incubator does have temperature gauges, but those, as you see there, it says for reference only. Don't always rely on those. I use an extra thermometer right there. And I like to keep the temperature around at 100 degrees. And the humidity between 50 and 65. Preferably closer to 55. I also have a spare thermometer in case that one fails. Setup of the incubator is really easy to do. Most of them come with instructions, but this one, all I had to do is pretty much just plug it in and put the lids on. It was really easy. I like this model. And those racks in there, they automatically turn the eggs, so I don't have to. If you did not have a rack that automatically turns the eggs, then what you want to do is you want to put an X or an O on your eggs. And the reason being for that is so you know which ones have been rotated when you rotate them and which ones haven't. And you also want to rotate them an odd number of times. And the reason being for that is so when you go to bed at night, you're not leaving it on one particular side 8 hours continuously at the exact same time. Now, you get to rotate the sides. And rotating is an important factor because the yolk can stick to the shell. If it sticks to the shell, then it can cause some birth defects, pretty much. So avoiding that is important. Okay, well, that's all I have for now. My next video will probably be on candling. And I will do some candling of eggs and just show you their development. And I hope everyone enjoys and has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.